You know when you're ready.
That's right.
I appreciate y'all being here. About the only people that showed up today. All right, had our final scrimmage of preseason camp. Went 125 plays. I was planning to go about 100, but the first 100 looked like dog crap. So, everybody got a chance to get in there and play, see what they can do, how they can help this football team. We got some heat out there today. Reached about 94, but it was about 115 on the turf, which was what I wanted. I wanted to see how these guys could sustain and practice through some adversity. I don't think we did that well today. I thought I don't think we're anywhere close to being ready to play a football game. Way too many penalties, way too many turnovers, way too many blown assignments, way too many guys that either didn't play or tapped out for aches and pains and things you have to play through. We're not even close from a standpoint from mental toughness, the grit and the fortitude that you have to play this game. We got a lot of young kids on the field, new kids, but that is zero excuse. All right, so we got a lot of damn work to do. Questions?
Kelly?
Well, I guess what did you like that you saw today? Just not much, or?
Well, Kelly, we had better pass protection out there today, but now I'm concerned about the lack of pass rush and the fact we can't catch a football when it is thrown.
Question. Jackson?
How do you want to see your team bounce back next week and recover from this performance
Next
today?
week? How about in 2 weeks? How about in 2 weeks when we play? The only thing good about today is the fact we have time to correct it.
Chad?
Along those lines, then what's the timeline moving forward?
13 days.
When do you start Colorado prep? When do you start wrap up preseason?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a better explanation of the question. So we'll come in tomorrow as a staff, and hopefully it's being done as we speak. We'll evaluate the football team, evaluate the roster, evaluate where we're at from. And look, I don't care if we go into the first game, we run 2 offensive plays and 2 defensive calls. We're going to play what we can execute with the best players on the field to do it. We'll meet all day tomorrow as a staff. School starts on Mondays. The players are off then. We'll come back Tuesday and Wednesday, and there'll be camp practices. They will be camp practices. We got to find out who wants to play football. And then we'll go and get into the Colorado prep Thursday, Friday.
What changed from the way they were playing going into this?
I don't know. If I had a crystal ball, I'd be able to stop it. I'd predicted it's going to happen. What changed? The heat, a little adversity, somebody talking to them on their shoulder. It's hot. You're tired. Don't get hurt. Adversity.
How do you measure how you respond in these situations? Surely a team has had a bad practice or two.
I don't measure it. I speak from the heart and from the truth and from what I see. From what I see watching the 125 plays live, I speak exactly what I feel every time.
Patrick?
Coach Key, last week you said physical health has been really good this year compared to prior years. Is that still the case as of today?
Yeah, physical health's fine. I believe I'll get the injury report later. I'm worried about the mental health, not mental health. I apologize. The mental toughness, and really that's part of the mental psychology. And look, this starts with me. This is my job to get the football team in a position to be able to compete and play football games. Right? The mental toughness, which goes into the game, the mindset that you have to have. And look, these guys came out with a really good attitude and a lot of energy to start the day. And we went into this thing, we wanted to play a lot of guys today to see what they could do and who can help us, who's going to be in the 2 deep, who's not going to be in the 2 deep, who's on teams, scrimmage every special team today. And we want to see who can go out there and play. It's going to be, it don't matter if it's game 1 or the last game of the season. There's going to be challenges, adversity, different things that you can't control, right? And the hardest thing right now with anybody, not just a young player, it's adults, it's players, is to be able to block everything else out, right? Is to not be affected by things that you can't control or circumstances that you're in, right? And the mindset and the mental toughness part of it is It's so much of the game. It's so much of the game. You didn't put a 50-pound plate on somebody's back today. We ramped the temperature up about 15 degrees.
Go.
Is part of the frustration just what you see as the potential of your team?
I'm sorry, Kelly. I'm not frustrated. Like I said, I speak from truly what I feel coming off the field. I'm actually really happy that we get to go coach the crap out of them for the next 13 days, put them in a position to play football.
How do you feel, I guess, setting aside your feelings coming off the field today about the progress that's been made through camp so far?
I still believe we have a chance to be a really good football team, Kelly. We weren't today. We weren't today.
Did any of your upperclassmen or leaders on the team notice, you think, what you noticed today and maybe try to get some good? Yeah.
No, they did. They say things, they do things. That's the thing, though, when you're on the field, you have to be ready to go before the game. You don't have somebody behind you patting you on the butt or kicking the butt, right? When you do something good or you do something bad. And then when you do something bad, you can't let it carry over to the next play. And way too much of that right now. Good or bad. Good and bad, I should say. Good and bad. Making, acting like we just, made the greatest play in the world on a routine play. And you got to play third down and you get smoked. Act like you've done it before.
Was there anyone that did catch your eye with positive performance, the way they responded or anything like that today?
There's some positives out there. There were. A lot of not positive. Like our running backs. Thought we improved up front on the line. Or either that or we didn't rush the passer or play run defense. I mean, that many turnovers, is it offense or is it defense? I don't know. We got our hand on a lot of balls. 4 interceptions. Is that good or is that bad? You got to take care of the football to win football games, though.
Do you mind if I switch gears to something else?
We went into the season talking about how we're going to throw the ball more. We got to continue to progress on throwing the football.
Jerome Bettis spoke to the team the other night. How did that come about? You just showed it.
The bus. So when we have speakers, kind of like I do here, all these tables with cards and write down their bios or whatever. There was so much on his bio, I couldn't even write it all down. I had to use my phone and look at Wikipedia or whatever. Talking man rushed for 13,600 yards in the National Football League. All-Pro, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer. Talk about big backs. That's a big back. He was elusive. He could run you over. He could run around you. It's pretty cool. He was one of my favorite people when I was young. Watching, I already told y'all, I thought I was a DB and a running back. So.
What's your staff's approach to coaching mental toughness? Is it a one-size-fits-all? Is it each unit kind of gets a different approach? How do you kind of approach
kid's different. Each kid gets a different approach. Each player is different. Every person's coached independently. Every player is coached independently. And that's our job as coaches, to find out how they learn best, how they retain information, and then how far we can push them. And that's what our job is to do. Football's an uncomfortable game. And being able to have people execute in uncomfortable situations, and when they feel uncomfortable or when they're mentally uncomfortable because of what's just happened to them. A lot of times people want to show emotion to let people see them, and it's an internal thought that people will see that I'm mad about it, right? You mess something up and throw something or you hit something. How much of that's really a reaction of you, or how much of that's really just trying to show those people outside? Again, it's external factors that so much get in people's heads. You got to be able to play the next play. We spend a lot of we put a lot of resources and infrastructure into the mental coaching of the game, whether it be everything from the mental health part of it, and it all really is in the same circle of things. You know, the mindset coaching, the mental health. Right? We want to make sure our guys are strong mentally. Right? Everyone on this football team and everyone on the staff goes through something different every day that other people don't know. Right? But as coaches, we have to coach with keeping the expectation what it is, but also keeping that side of empathy in the relationship you have with people there. Right? You can't dip your toe into both of them and think you're going to split it up. It's 100% all in on both.
You're 18 days into camp or something like that. Do you have a feel for how many freshmen might be able to help you this year, whether it's out of the gate and is anyone you feel like really kind of made a big impact in the camp for you?
I would say there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. There's anywhere from 6 to 8 guys right now, freshmen, that are probably in the mix to play in the first game. There's probably 10 to 14 that, possibly by a third of the way through the season, midpoint of the season, that we want to have ready to play. We have a talented group of guys, freshmen, but there's only so many plays. And look, it's a positive on your team when freshmen aren't walking in the door ready to play. That they're learning how to play the game, learning to get up with the speed of the game. In years past, I couldn't sit there and say that they would be in the mix. They'd probably be out there going. So that's a positive sign of the program.
Anything else for Coach? Patrick?
Coach Key, you mentioned your own childhood a minute ago, and I'm just going to ask you to go back in time. 1990, Georgia Tech and Colorado shared the national championship. You were, I think if I did my math, 12 years old in Alabama. Were you paying attention to college football back then, or was it Southeastern Conference, or did you have a favorite?
Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, baby. Still got the Sports Illustrated. There's my address on it. 6205 Cardinal Drive, Penson, Alabama. Yeah. And then the same year, there was another Sports Illustrated with GT on the cover. He wasn't shooting. What was he doing? Bringing it down. Malcolm Mackey, right?
Yes, sir.
I've still got both of them. I remember like I do. Now, did I grow up in here? I grew up in Birmingham. But good football is good football. And yeah, I mean, I followed football from the time I was 5 or 6 years old, college football. I didn't really realize, living in where I lived and where I grew up, that professional football, I mean, it was so foreign to me. It was different. College football is what it was.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, if I could follow up on that. I think you mentioned this summer you would tell the team and sort of give them a brief history of 1990.
Yeah, I brought up nothing about
Are you going
our first
to, or
game.
Talk about 90 with the team?
I'm going to talk about today.
Fair enough.
We'll get into our talk about Colorado as next week gets here.
Anything else?
I do want to talk about one thing. I want to give a big shout out to our student body. Right? I mean, the amount of tickets. I got word of the amount of tickets that have been sold already for home games, and that they've sold out tickets, and that they're opening other sections of the stadium for the students. If I can tell the students anything, we're going to put a good product on that field. Right? There's going to be 11 people on each side of the ball in the kicking game. They can go out. They're going to play their butts off for y'all as students. Right? I cannot thank the students enough for the effort they put into to come to these games and give us really that 12th man. And I talk a lot about the shared diversity that takes place at Georgia Tech and the bond that is here. And those students, they're part of our team on Saturdays. And to see that, to see how many students have already come out and bought their tickets, and how many more, and they've opened up other sections. So students, keep buying, keep coming. All right, we'll keep opening up sections of the stadium because we want you all here. We want you all here, and we need you all here. All right, and I promise that we are going to put a great product on that field for you guys that y'all can be proud of. Is that it? Everything? All right, go Jackets.